Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sport. And some very interesting news, just sort of continuing on the Owen Farrell incident. We've had a bit of a weigh-in from one of the game's top ex-referees and one of the best referees of all time in Nigel Owens, just given his opinion on the Owen Farrell incident. I thought it would be a nice neutral person and somebody who's quite well informed to sort of discuss whether what the fans are saying with regards to what we think in terms of we thinking it should be a red card, should be a ban. And I think it's a bit of a it'd be good to sort of get his sort of feedback on it and see where he is with the incidents. I think he explains it very, very well and pretty clearly as well. So please do smash the like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well before we look at exactly what he has to say. And yeah, so the current situation is Owen Farrell will not play against Ireland tomorrow, although he is not currently banned. Unfortunately, Steve Borthwick saying that he would like to have picked him, but because of the whole the issues with the build-up and all the various off-field issues, he felt that it was right not to pick him because it has disrupted his preparation for today or for tomorrow. And then on the he was on the Welsh Rugby podcast. Nigel Owens rather has come up with an analysis. He's actually really sorry. He's written a column with a bit of analysis about it. So I thought we just sort of go through it, and he kind of very clearly sort of talks about where he feels that there is, if there is mitigation, and he actually says it doesn't, but where he thinks that where the decision should have gone. So basically, in this column, he says that he starts by saying Owen Farrell is a great player who I have a huge amount of respect for, but he has a history of making this kind of tackle. He's been punished before and perhaps got away with a couple too. So there's a lot of emotion around the player. But as a referee, we've got to strip away and look at the facts. So he said, now these are the facts. So this is him writing in his column on Wales Online. He says, do we have foul play? Yes, we do. Do we have contact with the head? Yes, we do. Do we have high degree of danger? Yes, we certainly do. Do we have mitigation? In my view, no, we don't. He says, I don't think there was any late change from Basham which Farrell could not adjust to. He was the only player contributing to the action of the tackle, and when a player's action is always illegal, then mitigation plays no part in the process. He then goes on to explain that. He says, so if Farrell was in the process of going to make a legal tackle, and then suddenly there was a change of direction or a significant drop in height from the ball carrier, either voluntarily or due to another player, which caused Farrell's tackle to become illegal, then the referee would apply mitigation. In that situation, there would be no way he could have changed what he was doing. The key thing about mitigation here is that Farrell's actions were always illegal, no matter what happened. He was always leading with the shoulder and not making an attempt to wrap for a legal tackle. So mitigation does not and should not play a part in the decision. Which is I think what everybody else is sort of saying. Everybody's saying, there was no other big factor, and there was always a bad tackle. There was always no real arm coming around to wrap, and that was kind of the big issue. Is there, that's why everybody was so shocked. They were saying, well, where was the mitigation? Where are we finding this mitigation? Where are we finding reasons not to ban him or to rescind that red card? So he says that there's no mitigation. He says there's certainly not enough to mitigate down from a red card, as it is foul play, there's a high degree of danger, and there's an act of illegalness which is leading with the shoulder. And he says that means everything that the referee would be looking for to award a red card, and the general rugby public would all be expecting to see a red given for that. He said, in this game, of course, we also saw the new off-field TMO bunker in action. It's been brought in to help speed up the game and help with those orange decisions, where it could be a red card, could be a yellow. It takes the decision away from the pressure on the field, and the time was taken to review it. In the end, they upgraded the referee's yellow card to decision and a red, and proved its worth in doing so. He said that I must add this type of tackle would be a straight red for me, whether the bunker was there or not. He says, I hope we don't see referees never giving red cards again because they just send them to the bunker. But that's not what we should be doing as referees. The bunker's there to speed up the game where the decision could go either way. So that's also a good, interesting point. The fact that you don't want to see referees kind of absolving themselves of big decisions and being too quick to go to the bunker and not take the onus on themselves to actually make big calls. He says that, but where we've seen this uproar is the decision by 3 judicial officers who, for whatever reason, saw the incident differently. For me, it's a red card, and whatever the judicial outcome may be, it still has to be a red card. He said that we must stay strong and deal with facts of our play. That is our play. It's a legal charge. It's not an accident. He's always leading with the shoulder. He's made contact with the head. And sorry, he's got to take the consequences. He says it's hugely important for the game, the good of the game and player safety that all we didn't do to encourage players to go away from tackles like this. He ends up, he said he saw Basham going for an HIA, and although he passed the protocol beyond the bench for the Springboks, he could well have not passed and been unavailable after a tackle like that. He said that, and he finished off saying, quite simply, if we don't deal with actions like this as red card offense, then the game is going to be in big trouble moving forward. I think that's the big thing that everybody's worried about. Everybody's saying that this is a precedent being set, and that it's a bad precedent being set, and therefore there are lots of issues. So, yeah, I think basically summing up what most people are thinking and maybe have not articulated as well. But I agree with everything he says. I think that the tackle was always a really bad tackle. I failed to see any of the mitigation that they spoke about, and I generally think that he should have always been a red card, like as it was, and they should never have thought about rescinding it. But yeah, let me know where you are. We've now had a couple of days to look at it. Do you agree with Nigel Owens' assessment? Do you not agree? Let me know down in the comments below. Smash like on the video, and I will see you guys all soon.